now that you have it, when he had it, was it not attended at all?
It was not attended at all.
And now, do you have it attended? Do you have it attended certain hours?
Yeah, so I have it attended from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. And then if anything happens after that, then we just get calls.
Okay.
Now, you mentioned it's 2,500 square feet now. Did you expand that? And by the way, I don't think I ever asked. Silly me. When did you acquire this store? Have you owned it for a few years? Or
Yes, it's been acquired for a few years. So January of 2023. And we just rented the space next door, and that brought a combined 2,500. But the laundromat itself, I would say about 1,200 square foot. So it's tiny but mighty.
So you have 50% more space that you're using for, I don't know if you said it, is it pickup and delivery, or is it just drop off, or some of both?
Yes, it's a mixture of a pickup and delivery operation, or a drop off operation. That's where we take it in and take care of it is on that portion of the property.
Yeah.
So you're attended from 9 to 2. Which I think the 9's fairly normal. The 2 is kind of early from what we see in the industry. So that means obviously you can only take orders from 9 to 2. Or do you have anything set up? Like I know some people have gone to lockers so people can drop off and pick up after that, after their attendant's no longer there. Do you only do drop off from 9 to 2? Or do you have anything to extend those hours beyond when you have people there?
Yes, we could. If somebody calls and wants to drop off, then either myself or my fiance can it's 10 minutes up the road, just run over there and collect that order. Or if with pickup and delivery, it doesn't have to stop at 2 p.m. because our driver has access to the building to deliver. And then our attendant, she would come back in the morning and take care of everything.
So how do you operate the pickup and delivery? How do you do the processing and everything? Is your attendant that there from 9 to 2 is also processing your pickup and delivery, or do you call in a different staff? What kind of hours do they work?
Yes. So our attendant, she's also in charge of the pickup and delivery, and she processes everything. We use curbside software. And then we have an additional attendant that comes in whenever we have the government contract, which is twice a week.
All right. So I feel like we have a kind of an understanding of how your store is working now. I'm curious about the government contracts that you mentioned. So currently, do you just have one government contract at this time?
Yes, it's currently one that's running right now.
Okay. What type of government contract is it? And what type of laundry and amount of laundry are you doing for that?
Yeah, so it's a federal government contract, and it's for a Navy base that's not far. It's a different state from Louisiana, but it's accessible for us. And what's included is linens. It's all linens. So you have your pillowcases, bed sheets, blankets, comforters. It's serviced twice a week. We'll pick up and we'll deliver in the same setting. And it's every pickup is about 700 pounds. So it's about 1,400 pounds, give or take, per week that we're processing.
Nice. And that's just one client. Do you have a mix of other clients too? And if so, what types of clients are those? Like, can you say how much laundry do you do in an average week? I know your operations are still early.
Yeah, I would say between 2,500 to 2,800.
Okay, so this one government contract is over
chunk.
half or about half of the total pickup and delivery that you do, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And we also have medical offices, we have factories, and then we have trying to think of what else. We have some local government situations, but it's not a full-blown contract, but it operates close to the same way. And then we have our lovely residential customers on a recurring basis, which people don't realize the power of a good recurring customer.
Definitely. I mean, so with our operations, the bulk of it is residential and small business. We do have some larger commercial clients, but the bulk of ours is that. And I mean, that's our bread and butter. Plus, the great thing about the smaller residential clients, especially those recurring, is if something happens and you lose them for a little while, they go on vacation, they take a break, anything like that, it doesn't put a huge dent in your business because they're one small portion, but they're reliably that one small portion.
Picture your store on a Saturday. The parking lot is full. Your washers and dryers are turning. Customers stroll in, and before you know it, your store has come alive. Now, cut to you. You've done your homework and upgraded to Speed Queen machines, so you're not stuck behind the counter. Instead, you're doing what you love. Speed Queen Insights technology allows you to manage your store remotely, anytime, anywhere. Check in between errands instead of spending a full Saturday at your store. When it's time to retool, Speed Queen makes it easy to build the right equipment and tech mix with customer-friendly controls that keep you in control.